for the serious gamer.
Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. And this episode here, before you all start freaking out, I know I made a controversial kind of title for it. But here's the reason. First of all, as some of you may know, or may not know, this is the last Halo that Bungie Games is actually going to be developing, which is a big deal. So Halo Reach is the last Halo that Bungie is actually doing. They've signed a 10-year agreement with Activision and are currently working on a brand new original type of game that's going to be cross-platform, which means, you know, Xbox and PS3 and possibly PC. But I know, well, I don't know for sure, but likely at least PS3 and Xbox. So no more Bungie originated Halo games. Now this is a big deal, and this is why I'm doing this, to sort of give you a little slap of reality here, as it were. All of the Halo games up till now, well, including Reach, have always been made by Bungie. So it's always been their baby, and it's always been true to their vision, true to their design, and the gameplay and everything else sort of feels and falls within those parameters, and it's very comfortable for you. So as you're a huge Halo fan, you're not really ever disappointed, because it's familiar to you. It's, you know, they improve it, they make it better, and it just keeps getting better for it. However, they're not doing it anymore, and now it falls within the lap of Microsoft. Now you gotta love, if you love your Xbox, right? Microsoft aside, because I'm not a big fan of Microsoft, but that's not to say that I don't like the Xbox. With Microsoft taking control, Microsoft did not create, you know, the Halo game. They provided oodles of cash to Bungie to make it, but and sort of guided it a little bit. They say, no, I don't want this, or yes, I want this, which they probably shouldn't do for the most part, because obviously Bungie Games knows what they're doing when they create these epic games. So Microsoft is going to take the reins of this, and Bungie is off going and hopefully making another kick-ass game for all of us console gamers, and hopefully PC gamers as well, that they're going to create. No details on that either. I actually did dig around before I did this video. I tried to dig up as much information, but it's like zip line. They must be in some sort of agreement with Microsoft, I would imagine, or at least with Activision, because that's their new boss, and Activision is paying for everything. That's the way Activision usually happens, is they pay for 100% of the development costs, and they have full control over it. So there's no information leaked on what they're working on. I'm sure it's going to be epic. However, back to Halo. Now, I'm new to Halo. If you guys have seen any of my Halo Reach training videos, I'm sort of getting prepared for it. I won't be able to play it till probably next weekend, because I'm going for surgery. If you didn't know, I'm actually vlogging it. My experience with that kind of sucks. Anyway, the reason why I said just another Call of Duty, or you know what I mean, like it's the reason why I say that is, if you look at Call of Duty if you've been gaming long enough to see it, it was Infinity Ward that started it, and I believe Infinity Ward did the first and second one, and then came Treyarch, and they did the third one. Now, while some of you did like it, a lot of Call of Duty hardcore fans that, you know, followed it from the beginning absolutely hated the third one. They hated it because when Treyarch came in, they brought a different style to it. They brought a different flavor to that game, and it didn't play the same way. It didn't present the same way that the Call of Duty games previous to that did, because they were made by Infinity Ward. And then, you know, Infinity Ward put out COD 4, super success. You know what I mean? They're like, no, we're not being outdone by Treyarch. And then Treyarch put out World at War. Some of you guys didn't like it. I thought it was really good. And of course we have Black Ops now. So all is not lost. But there's definitely going to be a shift. You guys are going to have to prepare for this. There's no way that Microsoft, just the same way as Microsoft is going to let go of this Halo franchise. They're not just going to let it die because Bungie left. Microsoft owns the rights to Halo, and they will continue it. I guarantee you there's going to be another Halo. There's no way that they're going to let their #1 top-selling, world-renowned video game die because a developer left. So that being said, they're going to find someone, and you're probably going to have bumps and bruises along the way, because that's what's going to happen. Kind of like what happened with Call of Duty, but Call of Duty's still doing fine, and as far as I can see, Black Ops is kind of putting them back on the map. You know, we had a blip by, oddly enough, Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 2, the originators. So this is where there's hope. You're likely going to find that the next Halo, whenever it comes out, don't know when, I think it's like they have probably 3 years, I would say 3 years. It's going to take a while for any new developer to really say, okay, I'm willing to tackle this. Because if they do not hit this, and Microsoft is going to take this very seriously, they're going to want to find a developer that's going to do it justice. They're going to want to see if they're capable of doing it, because they can't afford for the Halo series to tank. They can't afford that. But it's not going to be the same. There's going to be a change in the dynamics and the gameplay and how it presents. They're going to try and do it as close as possible, and Microsoft is going to be overlooking every detail of that next game, I guarantee you. But just brace yourself. I mean, all is not lost, but brace yourself for some changes, because, and that's why I say it's just another Call of Duty. It's now shifted. It's out of the hands of the originator, the original game developer. So you're going to have some bumps. Not all of you guys are going to like it. And it may very well lose some of its fan base, because it's not going to stay precisely true to the old versions. So just brace yourself. But, I mean, if you're a true fan of Halo, stick with it. Stick with it, because like myself, I'm a true fan of Call of Duty. And I know a lot of you guys don't like it. A lot of you guys are sick of it. And a lot of you guys got a bad taste in your mouth from Modern Warfare 2. I don't personally think it was a horrible game. Again, I know I say this a lot in my videos. There were some issues with it, and their issues are still there. But you gotta give them an opportunity to get it back on track. Sometimes there's hiccups, sometimes there's blips. But there's no way that these companies are gonna let these games just fizzle out because they don't want to fix it. So just as I have great faith that Black Ops is going to be a kick-ass game, and it's going to at least, put the brakes on this sort of out of control, I hate Call of Duty roller coaster. I don't know if they're going to flip it around, but at least they're putting the brakes down, and I think they're going to be able to do some damage control. Be patient with Halo. The next one that comes out, you got like three years probably before another one comes out. But just try and remember, be patient with them. Microsoft is going to try and get another. It's not going to want to let this die. They're going to want to make sure it's kick-ass. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same at all. It won't. It cannot be. Because you look at one developer from the other, vast differences in the way that they create games. Even if they're trying to make it, the same play style, it never is the same. Be patient, because they will nail it. Even if they don't the first time, they'll get your feedback, your rage probably, but it's going to be there. So that's it. Pretty big news. It's unfortunate that Bungie is going to Activision. Fortunate for PlayStation gamers, because as much as the fanboys and everything raged against Halo, Halo is loved by millions. And if Bungie creates another original game and it's multi-platform, we all get to enjoy it as gamers. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm very curious to see, they've been on Halo for so long. I'm curious to see what they're going to create after that. I mean, they're probably excited to create something new. They've got all this experience creating an epic franchise. They're going to want to take that and say, let's make it even bigger, even better, something that's going to blow people's mind again, because that's what they're going to want to do. So I'm actually very excited for that. And hopefully we see something in the next year or something. I'd really like to see something in the next year. Although we've got a ton of kick-ass games coming, I don't care. I'm a ravenous gamer beast, and I want to eat up all the amazing titles. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. If I hear anything new about it, if we hear anything about Microsoft and who they've hired, I'll for sure be all over that and see really what the deal is with it. I'm Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. Thanks for watching. Peace.